సెలవు ఇచ్చారు సెలవు Good morning, everybody. So all of you, please mute yourself. So don't try to create any type of the disturbance. So we can start our class after a few minutes. Okay. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. This is Ganesh. So, at present, only 47 members, no problem. So, we can start our session now. So, in the last class, we are discussing about the 15 topics. But from today onwards, I repeat the 1, 2, 3 in why because those are having so many topics. So, that's why I try to repeat the first 3 minutes. Why? Because, for example, maybe if the first minute is maybe arranged from in the nearest date, then we are not having the chance to repeat the topics. At especially first unit is having more number of topics, so that's why just we try to revise. So don't try to explain elaborately. So we also know about this. So that's why uh, just we try to repeat the previous topics. Okay, we are having so much of time to discussing about the second mid. So first of all, you try to remember one thing. So that is in the case of exam point of view. So if you are having the if you are having the total amount of knowledge in the 1 to 3 minutes, so that will be very useful in the exam point of view. And first 3 minutes are so easy. Okay, so that's why I try to repeat the uh, 1, 2, 3 minutes from today onwards. So so please cooperate with me. Okay, now I start my class. So our subject title is software architecture and design patterns. So this is the syllabus. We also know about this. In the case of first unit, so we are discussing about envisioning architecture. So and another one is the creating and architecture. So if you are observed from here 1 to 3 units, so each and every unit having the two parts. So here we are easily guess. So maybe asking the question from, so one question from envisioning architecture and one question from creating architecture. So that means so in the exam pattern asking 7 marks, 7 marks, right? So a big questions. So and in the case of envisioning architecture, the architecture business cycle, and what is the software architecture, architectural patterns, reference models, reference architectures, reference structures, and views. Okay, and another one is the creating and architecture. So in that creating architecture, creating and architecture, quality attributes, achieving qualities, architectural styles and patterns, designing the architecture, documenting the software architectures, reconstructing the software architecture. So these are the topics in the first unit. And another thing is course outcome. So we also know about this. What is a course outcome means after the completion of the course, so which is able to done by the student. So that will be referred as a course outcome here. So that means after the completion of first unit, so every student can able to understand. So what is the software architecture pattern and software architecture structure and views. So that is the first course outcome. Okay, in the case of envisioning architecture, so in the previous case also I mentioned about this. Here we are considered the two parts in the first unit. So I hope my voice is audible to everyone. I'm right or not? Srinivas sir, Srinivas sir. So please respond anyone. Is it my voice is audible to everyone? And is it my screen is able to visible or not? Please mention this. Okay, someone is giving me reply. Yes, thank you. Thank you, 66. Okay. Okay. In the case of first part, so architecture business cycle. So if you are having the grip on this first unit, definitely you will in the exam. Okay. And this is the one of the easiest subject, and this is same like a software engineering. So if you're having the knowledge about software engineering, object oriented and analysis design, then you easily pass in this exam. Okay, and you are easily understand the subject also. Okay, the first thing is the architecture business cycle, software architecture, architectural patterns, reference models, reference architectures, architecture structures and views. So that means here 6 topics are there. In the case of creating architecture also, quality attributes, achieving qualities, architectural styles and patterns, designing the architecture, documenting the software architecture, reconstructing the software architecture. So I try to repeat the same thing number of times. You please try to understand the concept by the keyword. For example, if we are, even though you are not studying that question in the exam point of view, you try to prepare to try to elaborate the topic with the keyword. So better you try to remember everything with the keyword. So why? Because this is the theory subject. In the exam point of view, you are having the time to write the exam only 3 hours, but the examiner validates our paper in 3 minutes. So less than 3 minutes. So in that time, so we try to impress that examiner with the correct answers. I'm right or not? So that's why. So better you try to understand the subject concept. So what is the subject concept? So what is the subject concept? Software architecture design pattern. So that means, so in which type of way we are designing the software and which type of pattern is suitable to the at the end users. So what is the best way? So how we can decide the best way? So if that software having the less complexity, so if it is provides the if it is giving the property of availability, usability, understandability, so then we can easily specify that software is very easier in front of the users. Am I right or not? So please try to understand the concept, subject concept. So even though we don't know about anything, so we can try to elaborate the topic by the business cycle. So here we are repeating some cycle. Cycle means, so we are repeating the same thing number of times. So that means which process is having the starting and ending process are the same. So that will be referred as a cycle. And here we are repeating some business. So also which type of business here we are discussing about this software architecture. No. So what is the software architecture? So how we are designing the software? So in this type of way, you try to elaborate the keyword, just keyword. So here architecture business cycle. So which type of architecture it is? Software architecture. So what is the software? How we are designing the software? So what are the steps are needed to design the software? We also know about this in the software engineering. We are studying about this. So requirement analysis, design, coding, testing, maintenance. I'm right or not? So this is the architecture. How to developing the software. So that thing will be treated as a business also. So in which type of way we are consider the business? So for example, maybe some of the people facing some problems, then software experts recover that problem by using the software. So that means this is also like as some business. Am I right or not? So the same thing will be repeated number of times. Why we are repeating this number of times? So what is the need? So that means here we are identifying the progress of the software. So whether it is meets the requirements of the user or not. For example, if any type of the faults are there, so if any time of the situation maybe user not comfort with the design software, then how to recover that? Then we try to giving some suggestions and we try to meet the expectations of the requirements of users. So all of you mute yourself. Don't try to create the disturbance. Okay. Thank you. So in the same way, second topic, what is software architecture? So even though you are not having the idea about this topic, so better you try to prepare to explain the topic with the keyword. So not only in our subject. So you try to prepare and learn every subject in the same manner. So that will be better in the exam point of view. Why? Because so in exam point of view, not asking directly questions. So what is a software architecture? What is architecture business cycle like this? Not asking like this. So I think you are observed in the exams. So always oftenly asking the questions in the indirect format. So how the software architecture solving the problems of customers? Maybe asking the question is like this, but so in our materials or maybe the textbooks, maybe that pattern is not like this. So better you try to answer So in which type of way asking the question, okay, and you try to giving the answers in the better way. So I think you are giving the equal importance with the content at the same time presentation of the our paper also. So why? Because examiner having only 3 minutes to correct our paper. Okay, so better you try to explain your concepts in the booklet. So with the neat presentation. So nothing but maintains points, paragraphs, tables, diagrams like this. Okay, actually these are the not a new things. You also know about this. Just I try to revise this. So why? Because you are in the final year, so and you are having the last chance to get the score, yeah, right? So better you try to learn. So how many number of ways to achieving highest score? Okay, so better you try to practice those type of skills. Okay, better you try to practice more number of times your writing. So why? Because here giving the writing giving the a lot of impact in your marks. So and this is the last time to get the score. So you actually you are in the 4-1. So in the 4-2 you are having only project. There is no exams. Okay, so this is the last semester to studying the subjects. I think in the 4-2 also you are having 3 subjects. Sorry. Okay, better you try to get the score. Okay, now we are going to the actual topic. So what is the software architecture design pattern? Deals with the software architecture and the use of design patterns for its development. In this subject mainly focus on how to design the software and which type of architecture is suitable and efficient in front of the stakeholders or end users. Okay, so we also know about this. Up to now we're discussing about this. Design patterns are used in object-oriented technology like objects, classes, interfaces, and inheritance and hierarchies. Okay. Uh, okay. Design patterns are categorized into the T types. So we are already discussing about those type of units now. So those are, so one is the creational patterns, structural patterns, and another one is the behavioral patterns. Actually, these three are the 3 units. We are already discussing about this third unit, fourth unit, fifth unit. Okay, so I think the name is implies creational patterns include here abstract, builder, factory, method, prototype. So and another thing we already covered this. Structural patterns include adapter, bridge, composite, decorator, FCAD. Uh, Another one is the flyweight and proxy patterns. In the case of behavioral patterns, we already discussed in the last class chain of responsibility, command, interpreter, iterator. So remaining topics, just only 4 topics we try to be covered. So and we are going to the actual topic of the first topic of the first unit. So this is the, I think this is very important. Okay, architecture business cycle. So this is also referred as an ABC. Okay, relationship between the architecture of a system and environment which it is to be developed. The architecture of a software is the result of many business, technical, and social influences. So that means here the architecture of the software is the result of many business, technical, and social influences. So that means so many issues are a reason to creating the software. Am I right or not? So in the same way, the cycle of these influences starting from the environment of architecture, implementation to the developed architecture to the back environment is referred as architecture business cycle. So that means, so what is the architecture business cycle? So that means here we are repeating the same number of type of steps. So which type of steps are needed to developing some software from the starting point to the ending point? So those type of steps are completely referred as a architecture business cycle. Okay. So if you observe here, so in the case of architecture business cycle, better you try to represent every topic with the neat diagram. So why? Because diagrams, pictorial representation is the best way to understand the topic. So I think you already know about this. So I'm already I explained the same thing number of times. Okay. So better you try to represent every topic with some diagram or table. So like that. So or better you try to explain with some example. So that is the best way to explain the concept. Okay. So if you observe here, architecture business cycle. So here we are consider mainly 4 types of users or maybe the 4 types of things. So those are, one is the stakeholders, and another is the developing organization, and another one is the technical environment, and another one is the artist's experience. Okay, here some of the users are user with the software. So maybe those are developer, or maybe the customer, or maybe the end user, so or maybe the practitioner, or maybe the engineer. So whatever it may be the user, so that user will be treated as stakeholder here. And developing organization, which is developing that software, that will be related with the developing organization. And another is the technical environment, which type of technology is included in the software. And architecture, architect's experience, so in some type of situations need to include some other modifications in the design software. So at the time of situation, we are based upon to the architect's experience. Okay, so the same thing will be repeated. So up to we are meeting the requirements of the user. So if you're observing here, the same thing will be represented. So like this also. What are the factors influencing the architecture? So those are maybe system stakeholders, developing organization, experience of the architects, and another one is the technical environment. So if you are observe here, so who are the stakeholders? Different types of stakeholders are here. So those are maybe, and they are having some type of properties also. So that means these type of stakeholders verifying some properties. So which type of properties are verified by the stakeholders? Those are, so in which type of way it will be performed. So another one is the reliability, availability, platform compatibility, memory utilization, network uses, security, modifiability, usability, interoperability with the other systems. So that means who are end users, or maybe who are interacting with the design software. So whether maybe it is a developer, or maybe the builder, or maybe the so administrator. So whatever it may be. So all these users will be referred as a stakeholders here, and these are verifying the some properties in the design software. So that means, for example, maybe, so just we try to assume. So we are using some software now. For example, we are using some software. Then which type of things are we are verified here? So in which type of a perform? So what is the reliability? What is the availability? Okay, what is the modifiability, what is the usability, and so these type of things are here we are verified. I'm right or not? So in the same way, here also stakeholders verifying the same thing. So next one is the developing organization, and architecture is influenced by the structure or nature of the development organization. So here, so which type of organization is developing the software? So that thing will be considered here. Immediate business investment, existing architecture, long-term business investment. So, so in some type of situations, we are using the existing architecture is used to developing the some new software. So in some type of situation, we need to include some other things to developing the software. So the thing will be considered into the developing organization, and another one is the background and experience of the architects. So here we are consider the experience of the architect. So that means, so which type of things are done in the past, so which type of things are needed in the future. So those are included into the experience of the architecture. And the last one is the technical environment. Here we are including the technology, which type of technology is needed for those type of developers. So the type of the things that will be included in the technical environment. Okay. Okay, next, software process. So software process refers to the methodology of developing a software architecture. I think there is no need to discuss about this topic. I think you are so much of familiar about this topic. So why? Because we also know about this. So what is the software, and what is the software architecture, and what are the activities of the software architecture? So in the case of, so in other words, so if you are not able to remember these topics, so you can explain from the software architecture, software engineering also. There is no problem. So we also know about this. So initially we are collecting some requirements. How we are designing some software. So please try to think once. For example, maybe we are developing some software for our college. So which type of data is needed for us? So that means how many number of students are there, how many number of departments are there, how many number of lecturers are working in that departments. So what is the strength of books in the library? So what are the facilities provided by the college? So that means initially we are collecting some data which is required to developing the software. Am I right or not? So so that is nothing but a requirement analysis. Next, we try to design the software. So in which type of way we try to developing the software. So that is nothing but we can consider it as a design. And next, according to the design, we are implementing the procedure. So that is nothing but coding. So finally, we are performing the test. So whether it is meets the requirements of the user or not, and we try to identify the errors in the maintenance also. So the same thing will be considered into the 7 steps here. So that is, the first one is the developing the business case, identifying requirements, developing or selecting architecture, documenting the architecture, analyzing the architecture, implementing the architecture, ensuring conformance to the architecture. Okay, so the first thing is the developing the business case. The business case is developed by the system architect and developer. So both of them present their own ideas and find solution to the questions related to the system requirements. These requirements include production costs, time for marketing, so targeted market and related interfaces. So that means here performing the forecasting. So how much of time is needed, how much of lab is needed, okay, how much of amount is needed to developing the project. So like this. So okay, please wait here 1 minute. So next one is the identifying the requirements. Identifying the requirements. ఎప్పుడు ఇవ్వచ్చు మేము? Okay, sorry for the disturbance. So next one is the identifying requirements. Next one, developing or selecting architecture. So that means which type of architecture is best to representing the software. So that will be selected here. And next, so this is the main step, documenting the architecture. Why? Because so there is no possibility maintain the interaction each and every time with the developer and the end user. So that's why we try to giving the some documentation. That documentation will be used to uh, recover his problems which are arised at the runtime of the software. So those are included into the documentation, in which type of we are using that, what is the purpose of that module, so in which type of we are performing the troubleshooting like this. So everything will be maintained into the documentation and analyzing the architecture. So that is nothing but analysis and evaluation of the architecture qualities, ensuring the system meets the demands of the stakeholders. So and the last one is implementing the architecture. So nothing but implementation. And the final one is the ensuring conformance to the architecture. After the creation of architecture, sent to the maintenance phase. In this phase, comparing the architecture whether meets the developer standards or not. So that means, so these are same like as software designing steps. Am I right or not? So in the waterfall model, you are studying about this. So first of all, initially you are collecting some requirements, next design, next coding, next testing, next maintenance. Am I right or not? In the same way here also, we are using 7 steps. Better you try to represent these steps. So if you are not able to remember, so you can use the software engineering steps also. There is no problem. Okay. Another one is the software architecture. Okay, software architecture is a structure of a system that consists. Please wait 1 minute. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Is it right? Srinivas sir. Srinivas sir. Please respond anyone. Is it my voice is audible to everyone? And are you able to see the screen? So is it right or not? Okay, someone is giving me. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mahalakshmi. Okay. So what is this software architecture? So we also know about this. So what is this software architecture means? Here we are developing some software. So structure of a software. Okay. The software architecture is the structure of a system that consists of certain number of components along with their visible features and relationships among them. So that means, what is the software? So actually software is nothing but some set of modules. So and those set of modules are executed in some particular platform. So, and this is will be specifying the relationship between different types of modules. So after and the modifications in the design, goals, specifications, etc. So the properties of software elements externally visible or easily predict the performance of measures, services, fault handling. So we also know about this. So that means when we are using some software, we are easily predict the properties of the software, like maybe the performance, or maybe the errors, or maybe the throughput. So whatever it may be. So software architecture comprises of software elements, the external visual properties of those elements, and those relationships among them. So this is completely referred as a software architecture. So software architecture consists of the four things mainly. So the first thing is software elements. So that means how many number of modules are there. So next one, system comprises more than one structure. So obviously, so here we are using more than one type of structure. So need not based upon the single type of the structure to developing the software architecture. Okay, every computing system with the software has software architecture. So that means here we are using different types of computations are there. So the behavior of each element is the part of the architecture. Okay, so these type of four things are we are considering into the software architecture. So the first thing is, so software architecture describes the software elements and their relationships. It is an abstract information elements whose implementation details are not important. So modern systems have interfaces using which the elements interact with each other. So another one, so that means in the case of first step, here we are include, so which type of things are necessary. So that means need not describe everything. So just only we are specifying which are important. So which are main. So only those type of things are here discussed. So that is nothing but the software architecture. The first thing is the software elements. Okay. Second thing is the system comprises more than one structure. So that means, so here we are using different types of structures are there. So for example, even though it is the performing the same thing, so but we try to represent in different types of ways. Am I right or not? For example, maybe, so we are getting the information about the train status. Am I right or not? So we are using different types of softwares, or maybe different types of apps. But we are giving highest rating for only so only some particular apps. So why we are giving the highest rating for only particular apps? So why? Because that design is very easier interaction with the users. So that's why we are giving highest rating. Am I right or not? So that means here, so we are using different types of structures. So that will be reducing the complexity in front of the users. Okay, and another one is the every computing system with software has a software architecture. So software architecture contains many elements, describes their relationships through the computing systems. So that means every software, so any type of the software having different types of modules, and those type of modules having some type of operations. So in some type of situations, computations also. For example, maybe, so we are getting the result, so with the some submission of marks. So for example, maybe, so if the sgpa is like this, then what is the final CGPA? So maybe in some type of situations we need to perform some computations. So that means behavior of each element is also the part of the architecture, the name is implies. Okay, next one is the architectural pattern. Okay, architectural pattern gives the description of an relationships. So architectural pattern is nothing but, so which type of things are included into the architecture. Am I right or not? I think the name is implies. So that's why it gives the description of an element and its relationship. So that means, so software comprises with more than one element. So at the time of the situation, what is the relationship between, so one module to the another module? For example, maybe if you are considered some software about the college, or maybe some business. So in that software, we are including some four modules. For example, maybe the first one is the login, and second one is the maybe about the students, and another one is about the library, and another one is about the faculty. So like this. So then what is the relationship between faculty and students? So that will be specified into the architectural pattern. So what is the relationship between faculty and students? So faculty is responsible for deliver the some content about the subject to the students. Am I right or not? In the same way, so what is the relationship between students and faculty? They are need to extract the knowledge from the faculty, and these are able to receive the knowledge from the faculty. Then what is the relationship between students and library? So like this, okay, a description of an element and relation types together with a set of contents, how they may be used. A set of constraints on architecture defines set or family or architectures. An architectural pattern is not an architecture. So exhibit known quality attributes. Often the architect's first major design choice. Architectural styles has also been widely used. So that means here, in the case of architectural pattern, mainly focus on so these things. So that means which type of constraints are included. So which type of operations to be performed. So which type of things are included. So that means completely based upon to the software architecture. So then what is the reference model? What is the reference model? A division of functionality together with the data flow between the pieces. Standard decomposition of known problem into parts cooperatively solve the problem. So characteristics of natural domains. So compiler database management system. So that means here we are completely in the previous case. Software architectural pattern. So we are mainly focused on to the modules. So in the case of architectural pattern, so which type of modules are considered? Okay, mainly focus on to the total architecture system, am I not? But in the case of reference model, here we are mainly focused on to the modules. So in which type of way they are performing the functionality. So the thing will be observed into the reference model. In the case of reference architecture, so that is mapped onto the software elements, implement the functionality defined in the reference model and data flows between them. So that means, so reference architecture is nothing but the combination of software architecture and another one is the reference model. Don't try to get confused. In the exam point of view also asking the same question number of times. So what is a reference model? What is a reference architecture? And what is a software architecture? Okay. So, sorry, what is the software architectural pattern? So in the case of architectural pattern, so which type of things are necessary? So which type of modules are considered? So in which type of way performing the operations in the software? So the complete software will be referred as an architectural pattern. So reference model is nothing but mainly focused on to the modules, and reference architecture is combination. So between the reference model and the architectural pattern. So that means here we are verifying those modules are properly responded to the in the software architecture or not. So that thing will be verified into the reference architecture. So next topic is architectural views. We also know about what is a view. Okay, so what is a view? So that means views are different from one user to the another user. So in the case of database management system, you are studying about the view. So here views are different from one person to the another person, at the same time one organization to the another organization. For example, maybe if you are consider some example, so maybe some campus placement interviews are conducted by the different types of companies. Maybe some companies asking about, so the students data like this, maybe what are the student roll number, what are the student name, what are the student identity, so what are the student names. So in the same way, in the same way, some of the companies may be asking like this. Maybe what is the percentage of 10th, what is the percentage of enter, so what is the percentage of each and every semester. So maybe some companies asking in different type formats. So that means here views are different from one organization to the another organization. We also know about that. So here, if you are observe here, a representation of set of reasonable elements and the relations among them. A view is a representation of a set of system elements and relations among the not all the system elements, but those of particular type. For example, a layered who view of a system would element of the layer. So that is, it would show the system decomposition into layers and relations among those layers. So that means views can be considered into the different types of views. Okay. So next here we are consider three types of views. So those are, so the one is the module views, and another one is the component connector views, and another one is the allocation views. This is the very important topic in the exam point of view. Why? Because so if you remember the classification, the same thing will be considered into the structures also. So what are the types of structures, or maybe what are the types of views? So actually these two are the same. So module views, component connector views, allocation views. These are the types of views. In the same way, types of structures, module structures, component connector structures, allocation structures. I think you are remember this topic. So there is no need to again, I try to revise this. Okay, so module views. Module is so what is a module view? So that means here mainly we are focused on to the modules. Okay, so that means views are nothing but, so we are representing something with the some particular condition. So nothing but here in the case of view, just only we are considering only some part of the data. Am I right or not? Here in the case of module use, here we are consider the modules. So for example, maybe different types of modules are there. For example, maybe some module run module, some module maybe print module, some module maybe get the result, like this. So now we are verifying those type of attributes. So maybe those type of attributes may be related with the quality, so in which type of way they are behave. So whether those type of whether those type of properties are we are achieved properly or not. So the thing will be verified here. So that means responsibilities. So responsibilities means, so maybe each and every module having some responsibility. Am I right or not? So for example, maybe maybe we are consider some module. So that module is, so maybe get the result. So for example, when the particular user click that button, then it will be get the result from the system. Am I right or not? So this is the responsibility of that particular module. So now here in the case of module use, here verify whether the type of the module is properly responded within the time or not. Okay. So next one is the visibility of interface. So nothing but verifying the interconnection. So next implementation information. So next mapping to the source coordinates, test information, management information. So implementation constraints, revision history. So now all these are related with the module views. So that means, so in the case of implementation constraints, in some type of situations, we need to include some constraints. So for example, maybe we would try to get the result. So which type of result it is, whether it is first year, first semester, or second year, first semester, or second year, second semester, like this. So that means here we are include some constraints. And revision history is you also use it for, so which type of operations, which type of things that we are done in the previous case. So those are we are easily understand by the revision history. So in the case of management information, a manager may need the information about the modules predicted schedule and budget. So in this type of a, here we are consider the module use. And the next one is the component and connector views. So and the next one is the allocation views. So that means here component and connector views. So whether those are in which type of they are interconnected. So for example, maybe when we are click that button, so that button will be connected to the some particular object. So how they are connected? So the thing will be verified into the component and connectors and allocation views. So here we are verified into the user point of view. So up to now, those type of two topics, previous topics related with the designer point of view, but allocation views in the point of users. So whether those are properly responded in front of the users or not. So the thing will be verified into the allocation views. Okay, up to now we are discussing about the first unit topics. So what is the architecture business cycle? So what is the software architecture? So what is a software architectural pattern? So what is the reference model and what is the reference architecture? So and what is the software architecture? So which type of things are considered into the software architecture? So these type of things are we are discussed up to now. So we'll try to discuss about the views in the next class. So you don't try to feel bored. So because I think this is second time repeating first unit. So maybe we don't know. So when the exams will be conducted, so of the first minute. So that's why we try to prepare. So before assigning the exam to us. Okay. So you don't try to feel about the fifth unit. So actually fifth unit having remaining topics are only four or five topics are there. So and we are having lot of time to discuss about that unit. Okay, so that will be considered into the second mid. So better you try to prepare the first mid, not only in our subject. So better you try to prepare in all subjects. So better you try to prepare and ready for to attend the first mid. So we don't know when from up to I don't know up to now. So when it is connected, so that's why better you try to prepare for to that. Okay. uh, if you having the idea about the previous topics, that is very good. No problem about that. So better you try to prepare the first minute. Okay. If you having any about the doubts, you can ask me. So meanwhile, Srinivas sir, Srinivas sir. I think Srinivas sir is having some network problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, if you having any of the doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can end the session. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Please wait 1 minute. Yes, sir. Srinivas sir. Srinivas sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
చెప్పండి సార్.
Are you taking the attendance? Are you taking the attendance, sir?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
If possible,
Yes, sir. I take the attendance, sir.
Okay, sir. If possible for you, announce the absence.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I announce that, sir. 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 17, 18, 20, 23, 25, 28, 33, 37, 42, 49, 54, 56, 58, 60, 61. అంతే సార్. Totally 25 members is the absentees.
Okay, I try to repeat the.
Okay, na sir?
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. So better all of you join before the class. Okay, don't try to waste the time. And some of the members not submitting the assignment up to now. So better you submit the assignment. Otherwise, I will put the 0 marks for to them. Okay. And another thing, if you having any about the doubts regarding the absent attendance, so please contact the Srinivas sir. Okay. You can contact me personally also, no problem. If you having any type of the doubts, or if you want any type of information, you can directly call me or message me. No. Thank you, everyone. We will meet in the next class. When will you meet the